What's up, Hippo lovers? We are looking into the last game here in the winner bracket round of 16. It will be Mr. Stark against WHitecourt, seed number 1 against seed number 16. Should be a pretty one-sided match on paper, but remember, WHitecourt probably 2.2k in his good days as well. And Stark, I'm not too sure how well he will be prepared for those settings. So let's just jump into game number 1 here. It will be Arabia, and we have Stark playing with the Incas, and on the other side we have WHitecourt with the Malians. Purple against yellow. Lovely civilizations here. Let's take a look at the map. Wood okay, stone okay, nice defensive food, but all the gold spots, and a pretty ugly spot here for Mr. Stark. And he scouted those, so maybe he wants to go for a restart. I think could make a lot of sense in this one. Well, we will see how he plays it out. He needs to call it before minute 4, and this is indeed a restart, so let's take a chill pill. Oh no, it's not. What? Okay, well, I was confused. My bad, my bad. And so he has to play with a very bad map, but look at that! That's super open for Mr. WHitecourt as well. So they will fight a lot in the center. It feels a bit like the Gold Rush version here of Arabia. And oof. Is it WHitecourt scout? He isn't restarting that. He didn't scout too well either. And now he sees all the other gold spots. Oh god, this has to be a very aggressive game. Oi, 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 oi. Pretty important, guys, that you do not spoiler the other game that is happening at the same time. Matthias against Metal. We will cover that directly after the series, and we are hoping for some more close games here. And the good thing will also be that we will have completely different maps there. Let me take a quick look again. We will see El Dorado, Rift Island, Prairie, Regicide, Fortress, and Arabia in the end. So that could be a nice mixture for sure. And yeah, we will cast the Rex. I will get the Rex one by one from Mr. Melkor, so that we don't get spoiled. Spoiler, Metal trash talked a lot. We'll see. Could be a very short tournament for him. He only played one game against ACCM today and gave a win to ACCM after it lagged too much. And WHitecourt, let's take a look. We'll have a first loss here. And the Eagle of Stark even survives. Now tries to take a hill advantage here. No, not really. Stark did nothing wrong in Master Arena 5. Changed my mind. Well, I don't need to change your mind. We can just reread the settings, the scheduling and the topics. Maps are different round by round and winner bracket, loser bracket. Yes, I believe I was lazy for one round. It might be the same, like round of like winner bracket semifinals could be the same like loser bracket semifinals. Like a round that no one can play, or that's happening at the same time. But yeah, will be a lot of changes. We will also jump into best of 7s pretty soon, and the finals will be best of 9 even. So yeah, and we're also going into like set civs and maps like Byzantines on Gold Rush, Goth on Arabia, Khmer on Land Madness, or something of those ideas. I was pretty creative. Also asked some donators. Everyone who donated 1k plus from NAC1 or 2 was, oh no, only NAC2 was asked if they wanted to have any settings implemented, and I asked some other long-term contributors if they had any great ideas. But they didn't. MLA from both sides. Incas against Malians here. Now some Wall-off. Remember, 1 villager advantage for Mr. Stark. Actually, that transitioned into 1 villager early uptime. He found for Stark. Is that 6 on berries? Quite a lot. Only 5 on wood for now. Is going for 4 on MLA. Completely scouted by WHitecourt, who is going for 4 as well. Lacking a bit of gold. Should be clicking up any second though. Stark coming in with the aggression. Scout still around, 7 HP, but we'll get a lot of intel. Stark's the man. Take some berries. We'll see. Scout sees everything. Is he trying to attack those palisades? Shouldn't really give him that much time. And the arms upgrade is finishing any second, and then this should be somewhat of an even fight. Now even opening that, that's a bit surprising to me. It takes another hit on the scout. Won't really contribute in that fight. Hill advantage here for Stark. Whitecourt, does he want to take this engagement? Don't really think so. Maybe he gets one hit. Even pulls a villager. Scout is taking the hill advantage, and now they're engaging this. First good hit here for Mr. Stark. I think this should though be, oh, especially with that great micro, be a nice fight for Whitecourt, and pulled back the scout in the perfect position as well. And he survives with 3 men-at-arms here. So that could be some pressure into the face of Stark, who probably needs to build a defensive tower. Indeed, now even going for stone, and he will need to tower up. The aggression will come from our yellow player. Question is, 1 villager only on the tower here. Could that maybe be denied? Unlikely. I think the low HP Whitecourt somewhat needs to camp. Advantage now. Again for Stark. Whitecourt is going back with his archers. Should fight way better with his archers compared to Mr. Stark here. Because Malian men-at-arms will have 1 extra defense against the archers. If we even see them at the moment, it feels like a lot of towering up might happen. Villager advantage now increased to 2. Whitecourt, second lumber camp. Not the greatest spot. Oh, we have an engagement. I thought Stark was disengaging here. But, okay. Going for the fight. Microing back the archers. Whitecourt, so far, playing a solid game. Will have 4 against only 1 military of Stark, who is now going into eagles. Only 1 barracks. And he will tower himself up, also walling a lot. This might be a big fight of eagles versus crossbows. Maybe even into Castlelate. I'm curious how this will play out. Stark pro waller. Oh, Whitecourt is walling himself as well. Only makes sense. Don't really want to get sneaked around. And that looks like, yeah, surely a solid transition. But the fighting will continue because there's still so many gold spots here in that very important center area. This feels that he has too many on gold for 2 archer range production. Those archers won't do anything. And the dude, thanks for the 5 gifted subs here. And even including PL Bals, who didn't make it in the qualifier by only 1 point. I think seed number 16, Whitecourt at 2165 and Bals 2164. Something of those. That's me actually sitting on a hippo and driving through a mall because someone asked before. What is that weird thing? The dude, thanks again for the top there. Outpost now here, and that's still way too much on gold. 10 on gold there. Doesn't really need that. Hi. A few farms if you ask me. The Castle Age tradition will just be too late. What is Whitecourt doing? Against all those walls? That will be transitioning so much better. What is this? Okay. Wants to wall off here, as it seems. Seems like someone else is enjoying this. And let's go into the point of view of Whitecourt. He might feel, okay, I might get in. Let's take a look. Maybe he doesn't wall this in time. And Age of Gatepires. Putting the villagers. Lowest HP over 1k. So that shouldn't be really doing anything. And meanwhile, those were cleared up. 4 more villagers. But, well, as I said, on the way to Castle Age any second. Also as wheelbarrow against, I believe, no wheelbarrow, right? Oh, just click there. Oh god. Okay, 10. Just misclicked 5 times there. Pretty bad. Okay, it was me to ask, but I didn't mean that it was. I meant to ask, what does that mean? Like, what's the meaning of driving it to Hippo headquarters as a sub-alert? Well, Hippo headquarters. Don't you know Hippo headquarters? And you're sending me. Who was seated higher, Melkor or me? Just look at the bracket. The lower number had the higher seats. I think Melkor wasn't that high at that point. I think you were a bit higher. Yeah. Now using the markets. That will be a lot of crossbows. And that's still only 1 barracks from StaRk here as well. Military count 24 to 1. Barracks number 2 now on the way. The difference of the Castle Age timing is only 1 single minute. That's so many gates over and over again. Oh man. I think this will get tricky for StaRk. All the aggression in the center here, now stables at the front. And Mass Knight Crossbowmen, they should do pretty well with that situation. Would even make an argument for longswords if you ask me. Like Marian longswords should just kill everything. But he's just going for the more obvious choice, the Knight Crossbowman. Bloodlines as well, should have a solid eco. Not too many farms here, maybe too much on wood. Still the weird amount of villagers on gold. But he used the market, so should be fine. Well, he could make slingers. Oh, that's true. A unit that I often forget. And maybe Crossbowman Knight's the better option then. Tracking, squires. A lot of people love to see those upgrades. Military count 24 to 5. We see WHitecourt now going back. Didn't want to take any bad engagement before he upgrades all his crossbowmen. Is running back. And Mokasama 87 now the prime as well. Military count 24 to 5. And now building a TC here at the front. Could even go for a castle, Mr. StaRk. Had enough stone. But he is going for the eco approach. Crossman all the upgrades. Night production continues. Tries to regroup. I think he should take a reasonable engagement. For now he only does 1 damage against the Eagle Warrior though. Microing against it. Still has the numbers. Just wants to take the fight before the upgrades kick in. I believe now they do 2 damage. Cameraman! Thanks for the prime as well. A lot of subs flying in. Thank you so much for all your support, guys. You are the reason why I keep doing what I love so much. And I hope you're enjoying it. Oh, that gold will be pressured quite heavily. One more villager here for WHitecourt, who now also has a wheelbarrow. Siege workshop at the front. This is a risky situation. And I feel StaRk did play this game just incorrectly. University and Siege Workshop might be a bit of an overkill, but I feel Siege Workshop can do a lot and ballistics would be nice as well. He has enough stone. Yeah, we'll build a castle here. Castle? No castle? Why is StaRk not building a castle? I did think he needs to get to 650 still? No, okay, he just built it. That will be fine. Kamayuks. Don't really see Kamayuks as an option. Oh, that's open now. I don't need to kill those crossmen with 2 eagles. Aggression at the front, and Whitecourt here has no idea what's going on. Very little scouting intel, even went for a ram, which won't do anything. st4rk. Somehow in a good spot. Has 3 TCs. All of them running now. Castle to defend this all. And Whitecourt, his aggression won't do much, and he's only playing this with 1 TC. Ugly spot, and he will try to go for a castle edge push against a guy with a defensive castle, a tower, and TC all close by in the area where the push could come in. They might still be able to do something here. Think as strong as 1-1 shift on maps like Arabia? Unlikely. Otherwise people would always pick it, right? Malians could be better. Some people make an argument for Malians. Some of those. But remember, it's a best of 5 and we have other maps as well. And maybe you want to save Malians for a map like Gold Rush, where they're even stronger. Now the ram push here into the TC. Kamayuks out, crossmen out of position. Knights are going for the engagement. 18 to 36 military. I'm not sure if that's a good idea from Whitecourt. I think he should disengage here. Takes a lot of hits. Oh god, and he's completely blocked under the TC. The TC will go down, but the Knights lost a lot of HP. Crossman still out of position, doing some minimal damage over here. The TC might even be saved. The Ram still with a lot of HP though. 200 HP for the town center. Repair continues. Can he hold this up? No, TC is going down. But at the same time, the crossman could have helped out so much in this scenario. I think that was a horrible engagement for Whitecourt. Just splitting off his army here. Could have raided that at the same time as well. Ay. Sees it. I think that was the throw of the game. Suddenly, st4rk 16 military, or 16 villages ahead. Military count somewhat even, as all the control now is building another TC. Oh, yeah. Whitecourt was going for 1 big attack here. Was going 1 TC only. Building a second one now. And then only with half of his army. Nearly no likey. Crossmen are still doing fine against the Kamayuks, but once the Eagles kill the Crossbowmen, Kamayuks can easily defend off against all the Knights. Kamayuks not the worst thing against Crossbowmen as well, and everything of Whitecourt is going down. Score way closer than it should be if we, judge this game realistically. Oh, the cross was cleared up as well. What's the next step for Whitecourt here? Does he feel maybe Battles could have been an answer? But now it's way too late. He's not even on stone. More archer ranges, so he goes for mass crossbow. Okay. Okay, how does it look for st4rk? He has 3 CCs running. Solid food eco as well. 25 villagers ahead. Military count in his favor as well. The push will continue. He is roughly 30 population ahead. Goes for +2 defense. Mr. Whitecourt here stays at 2 TCs though. Where is his other stone spot? Ah, at the top here. So we'll stay with that, and that looks like an aggressive castle into all the gold spots. And we said earlier, all the gold spots are just so important in this one here, because everyone had the gold generated there so much in the center. Let's take a look. Trying to take the engagement with the hill here is Mr. Whitecourt, but he should just get cleared up. This is not an even fight, guys. Oh boy, the castle will go up, all the army is going down, and we can prepare the GG here for sure, because Whitecourt has no more chances in this game. G to the G. I think Whitecourt did a lot of stuff correctly. st4rk just with a solid defense, and then there's one bad engagement The castle was up there, and Whitecourt he had for such a long time. 24 versus 1 military, and couldn't really use it. More pressure. Siege earlier could have done so much. Just not abusing it too well. Maybe some more pressure over here where there were no towers. Or some time at least. But st4rk, kudos to him. He defended this so nicely as well. Nice amount of towers. The castle at a perfect place and timing out of line of sight of Whitecourt, and Whitecourt, without the scouting intel, just went for it and tried to break a guy that was not breakable. So we're out of Incas, the last pick, and we're out of Malians. Next map will be Golden Hill. We are expecting maybe Celts and maybe Malay, I'd say. Yeah, it's realistic. Any aliases for Whitecourt? No. That's his main nick. He has been around for at least 6-7 years, I'd say. And reached 2.2k, so he's somewhat known, but yeah, seed number 16. $800 people around at that late hour. I hope you're all enjoying the show and are also ready for the next series that will come up after this. Metal against Melkor. I'm sure I will screw it up tonight and at one point we'll say Metal against Matthias. Do you even have 16 chairs in your apartment? I have 9. Sound and camera are a bit desynchronized. That's somewhat intentional. You have to tell me what's earlier, because I have a render delay of 400 milliseconds in. Fire against ACM is going to be a good match. I think so as well. 9. It's fine. Okay. 1650 for me. Just chill, bro. Okay. I don't see a desync. I want Viper. Then be ready in February when we have the offline finals and you can see Viper for full 9 days over at this channel in the offline finals at Nili's Apartment Club 2. Can I volunteer to be on full-time Shisha maintenance duty? You can? What do you think about new maps created by the community? We have one of them in the map pool and might even see one today. Let me take a look. Do we have dehydration? No, but we have Rift Island. And I love that. There will be some offline finals. How can we see them then? Well, LAN finals. I will stream them online. What's my favorite map? Might be El Dorado, might be Gold Rush. But I like the combination of land and water as well. So I feel like Rift Island could be nice. Rift Island 1-1 would be a demo fest. I've played 4 or 5 games of Rift Island and yeah, it felt demos are somewhat strong. Which isn't bad, it's good for casters. It's the time, and yet you misclicked and came here. Feels bad, Juvenile. Water Nomad. Water Nomad is a bit too crazy. I like to play it. We just played it in RTS League the other day as well. But it's tricky. I can tell you Baltic is worst. Disagreed. Memcasting would be enjoyable on Rift Island. We'll have memcasting and we surely will have him cast some Rift Island as well. Maybe some TaToH games. Chaos Pit. No, I don't like Chaos Pit too much.
Kia,
Okay, let's jump into game number 2 here, and I predicted the civilizations perfectly. We will have Celts against Malay here on Golden Hill, the love child of Gold Rush and Mediterranean. We only have a limited amount of gold. We'll fight for water in the center and some extra gold, relics and stone. Water control will be pretty nice at the start. Stark went for the Celts, trying to abuse the better wood income, and Whitecourt went for Malay, wants to go for the earlier uptimes. Mem doesn't like Rift Island. Mem is invited NAC2? Yes, as a player, and I invited MBL and Liereyy as main casters. What about Ghost Lake? Used to be played a lot. Don't know if it's disappeared from tournaments. Yeah, it's only been played as home maps when people aren't allowed to pick Arabia. Ghost Lake was... I don't know a single guy who really liked Ghost Lake. All the players that didn't want to play Arabia hated Ghost Lake, and everyone who wanted to play Ghost Lake had to go for it because it was just similar, but it's... Border dispute won't happen. No, it's just not competitive enough. But yeah, we will see. Hello, Debbie. Yeah. Make them play Black Forest and Memcast. Well, that's not going to happen. Regicide Fortress. If Regicide Fortress will be there, it won't be Hidden Civ. It's only one round in the qualifiers as well. It's either Team Random Civ or it is a set civilization. Like, I want to see... What is a tricky Civ? Turks. Like, Turks on Regicide Fortress. Or Goth on Regicide Fortress. Or Vikings on Regicide Fortress, or something like that. Vikings might be a bit too stalemate. Teutons would be absolutely hated. Yeah. Like, Britons could be horrible as well. Are those recorded games? No. Recorded games on this channel. What do you think? This isn't ECL. Here we have some walls from Whitecourt already. Stark now upping. We'll have a 956 uptime. Pretty solid there. And scared away the scout. Let's take a look. What do we have from Whitecourt? Is warding that off as well. Isn't yesterday evening. Oh, Ghost of October with the burn. No Rex instant hype. Yeah. Oh god, he's going for way too many sheep here. What is that? That's not a good build order. Oh, okay. I know why. Dark Age Transporter here. Now send someone gold. Is that a fast castle build order? Okay, Whitecourt will sneak 2 villagers around. And Whitecourt also knows a lot how the map looks like. So he goes around and will try to build something here, but might run into a dog. Barracks. Some walls behind as well. This is a weird build-up though. 1040. Dark will know what's up. And he is building all those docks over here. It's very likely that this will get spotted. Yeah, really ugly berries as well, if you give up water early on. That's true. Single galley could deny that. Let's take a look. The transporter could land in between Stark. Oh, he won't see it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's good work. He leaves the transporter. No, don't! And the villager's idle. He should see it. He should see it. Dark? He's doing some stuff at the front. I think he didn't saw it. Didn't see it. I think he didn't see it, guys. He was fighting at the front. No reaction. He didn't see it. And archer ranges are coming up. So Whitecourt has a shot. Okay. Poof. Oh, okay. Now he's pulling a house here. Oh, the house is still there. He still doesn't see it. But it's so easy to wall this off. I had a discussion the other day with Eddie, and he still doesn't see it. And if he moves, like only at the left-hand side, or maybe just build some more houses in the north. Okay, now he sees it. Okay, now there's no way around it that he doesn't see it. And he's completely housed. Not a single archer. One archer out now. Yeah, this is easily defended by Stark. I didn't like this idea of Whitecourt at all. Why does he have such a good civilization and then goes for such late uptiming? This map is just super bad for landings. Very easily defended. Stone, gold, and wood still here in the back, and should be an easy defense for Stark. Could be adding fishing ship now as well. Oh, only galleys, okay. So how are we playing this out? A barracks from Stark. Tower goes up. Stark shouldn't lose a single villager. Quite a lot of idols. How much sloppy play for now? Even idle TC. What's the transition here? Okay, builds a demo raft. All the fire galleys with full HP though. And now fletching for Whitecourt. Transporter could come around. Maybe he can juggle some of those. Dark, well, he has all the vision in the world. Transporter. Oh, why isn't he sending him in? 60, 50 HP, 40. The transporter has to go down. He's trying to move in with the archers, but that shouldn't happen. No. No. No damage done here. And that should be easily defended as well. Oi. Okay, Stark in a beautiful position for sure. Now goes for some archers. Blacksmith at that side. Fishing ship count at 4 at the moment. Would I even love to see. The advanced strategy would be to tear down this wall, build a dock over here. There aren't any wolves in the center. Creeper XXD. Thanks for your prime. Even got a double stone wall here. He is. Oh, it was only one layer. Okay, didn't want to lose the villager. Wait. Oh, only now, for the first time, he's punishing. Oh, he never saw the mill. That actually was okay for quite some time so for him. Oh, did build another transporter, 5 archers, but they're indirectly landing into 2 skirms and 2 archers. They're just dying. Oh, hello! Instant kill, transporter now as well. Oh, isn't that romantic? They might get a transporter child one day. And let's see, what's the answer of Mr. Whitecourt? Okay, aggression continues here. Whitecourt with only 100 food though. Maybe some skirms at home. Also defensive tower. And another aggressive tower at the front. Archer skirm trying to go through. WHitecourt with some nice walls for sure. And yeah, that will kill everything. Ooh. And oh, the gate was late. But still, all of them very low on HP. WHitecourt and Stark were traveling from US East Coast to West Coast. WHitecourt would be in California and Stark would be in New York. This is that far behind. That was a very complex stroke, Rob. There's no complex strokes. Mama jokes, not jokes, and doubt jokes are very welcome here. But jokes where you need geographical knowledge before that. Oof. Not wrong channel. Wrong channel. More archers, no overchop yet. Let's take a look. 20 wood here. Could maybe get into an overchop. But we have some skirms that should clear it up as well. Not the most entertaining game at the moment, even if we get a demo hit here, but not really game deciding. WHitecourt so heavily ahead in Nico. Castle Age timing should be way out of this world though. Let's take a look. The overchop came in and at the same time archers are moving forward. But instant reaction from WHitecourt here. Good job. Maybe now the move in. WHitecourt? What is he saying? WTF DX. Whatever that means. Okay, is he jumping now? Not really. Okay, resources. 100 food here. Could really use the market to go up. The access docks. Okay. Fishing ship count now up to 8. Okay, and now time for the go. But we have some skirmishes and archers around 2 towers here as well. Even a stable coming. Is he trying to go for the big attack or is he waiting for this one? Oh god, and he's going back. Maybe just another stone gate. No, it's not really coming. WHitecourt finally starting to juggle with his resources and is clicking up any second. Skirms even dying to fire galleys here. Weird move. I am a British guy living in Germany. Please advise me what to do after Brexit. Well, you're already living in Germany. What's the problem? After Brexit date. Ah! Okay. You don't have a German passport. Okay. Well, get a German passport as fast as possible. Get Germanized. Exactly. That's the correct word. Stark now in the center, getting all the juicy gold. Builds a monastery as well. We'll get the relics. And WHitecourt, well, he still has a villager here at the front, so could be nice. Has enough stone as well to build a castle. Is adding villagers now in Castle Age. It feels kind of weird, but I might have called this too early. We could see a castle. I have no idea where. We will see a siege workshop. Crossman, Bodkin arrow. That's still a scary force. Maybe we'll see a single Mangoner though. That could deal with it. Don't have the German skills, just a mediocre PhD student. You don't have to, well, learn the language. Or just continue. Can't you continue working? Monastery now, WHitecourt. Mangonel or Ram? He decides for the Mangonel. So much stone. What is he doing with it? Moment, nothing. Okay, let's take a look at gold count as well. 2.4k left here. Plus 100. 2.5k gold. Before Whitecourt needs to make a move towards the center. At the moment, nothing there. Could go for some fire galleys. Maybe some transporting action. And try to get a castle up in the center. Could be a good option. Want to heal the villager. Villager to repair the Mangonel. Mangonel to kill the tower. Archers in the tower to kill the Mangonel. Villager to repair the tower. Villager to build the house. Okay. Attack Mangonel to kill the tower even faster. Villager still not knowing what to do with the live transporter. Let's take a look. Could instantly be spotted. He's preparing for landing to build something here, but as you can see, Stark, he has a lot of vision. No chance of a castle going up without the knowledge of Whitecourt. Without the knowledge of Stark. But just maybe there's one big land push. No big reaction at the moment from Stark. Should be fine just building some towers and Mangonels though. We'll see. Oh, and Stark just so active. Careening even. Didn't want to build 2 transporters. This is just not great for him. Still only 1 TC. Similar to game number 1 here. And we'll build another dock maybe. Just wants to get the transport out. Oh, what a painful, painful game for Whitecourt. But wow. He gets like the best shots ever. That's at the moment only 1 single Mangonel to defend this all. And it's somewhat open, right? Only 200 HP. Maybe if he can get a stable, indeed. Oh. Why are they still playing this? I think it's not that over. Look at the population difference, 20. He can get a castle up in the center of the map. At the moment, he's pushing here as well. If he wins the Mangonel fights, or gets like an elephant out, kills the Mangonels, Whitecourt could do a lot on... Oh, and that's a good dodge. If we see that a second time. Oh. Transporter around and this castle. Let's take a look if Stark sees it instantly. And Whitecourt times this nicely and attacks on land and at the same time builds the castle. It could be nice. What does Whitecourt see of the center though? Oh, very little. And he only has 1 spot to build the castle at the moment. Will be tricky. It's in range of the TC even. Needs to go for the Mangonel micro, builds the castle now. Stark sees it instantly. Instant defense castle, has a Mangonel, has the scout, and everyone who felt like, why are we still in this game? We won't be for much longer. Right clicks through that castle and, well, someone in the loser bracket has to be happy that he won't be the only one building castles like those. G to the G. Whitecourt. That just didn't work out from start to finish. The landing spotted, tower was there, tough to move in, so easy to wall, instantly landing. I think Whitecourt should have upped earlier. First go for some aggression on water and then land. Then you have better chances. And then just a lot of good water control from Stark. And yeah, killed all of that quite easily. That was a very relaxing game for Stark. He played it solid down to the end, but Whitecourt never really in the position to put on the greatest pressure of all times. Thanks, Elfish. Okay, then we are having Golden Hill in the books. No Celts, no Malay left. And from here on, Whitecourt needs 3 wins, and it didn't look like it looks so good for him. Next map will be Cross. Acropolis and Gold Rush will be the tiers after that. Probably Spanish on Cross, followed up by Franks on Acropolis and Berbers Gold Rush. On the other side, I think we'll have Huns on Cross, Indians on Acropolis, and Slavs on Gold Rush. That's what I believe, at least. Nordic fan with Spanish, yeah. WHitecourt and Noisig were two of the guys who played the famous double Kong strategy of... No, they didn't, right? They were Chile A. And we lost against Chile B. Please add time, stay to play at the chart, so as soon as known. What? On AoE zone, it's everything. Public scheduling and all the info at the right hand side. The scheduling of Metal against Melkor only happened today. How come Doubt and Witch is only 1-0? Because of Doubt not being able to play. He had internet problems. Okay, they loaded up the wrong map. Abort mission. Go Nili again and we will see Huns against Berbers. Zero -1 instead of 1-0. For how long will the Gao be away from AoE? I believe at least 9 months. Yeah. Berbers. Make it clear that no games were played, but the loss was awarded as a formality. What's the advantage of the winner bracket finalists? 1-0 lead in a best of 9. Yeah, Dogao moved to Malta to study there, I believe. So he won't be playing for quite some time. Military in Malta? Why? I even thought about making it longer than best of 9 because that one series is worth like $2,000 or something. A bit less, like 1,500 maybe. So and we have a hippo dance. I think there's an emote on the Discord. Nili dance or something, right? The Max won't sign up in the second qualifier either. He is not interested in the tournament. WHitecourt and Noisig were actually in Chile B? Okay. Well, they tricked us. Broken Wololo, that's... something I disagree with. Players can participate in qualifier number 1 and 2, yes. So it will be very similar players. We have Brew and Goku joining. They are pushing the ratings at the moment to participate. So there will be a lot of Brazilians trying to make it. I think NFC would not be fun if you are not a people person. Yeah, well, it's like massive amount of cameras, massive amount of drinking, games every day, sleeping with another guy that you not know in the same hotel room. So It is kind of tricky. Yeah, you have to be very open-minded for a lot of stuff. Who are the favorites? Bekti, Daud, and Miguel. And for the second qualifier, Slam will apparently join as well. Did you intentionally kicked out from NAC to have drama and free diffusion? No. Only one from the whole winner will be qualified, or one from winner bracket and one from loser bracket. Only one overall. And then we will have the same bracket again, and another one player will qualify. Truck Puncher, I'm looking out for you. Are we going to have a microphone for the living room and maybe a reporter going around, an impression from everyone? No, no chance. I want to give them some privacy. I might not even have a living room cam. I will talk to the guys. Captain HCM and Metal. Some lag issues, and Metal said he didn't want to continue the series after game number 1. But who is continuing? It's TaToH together with WHitecourt here. And we will see a cross game with TaToH playing the Huns and WHitecourt playing the Berbers. So potentially better civilizations for our player here in the yellow trunks. He gets onto camels and camel archers. Could be pretty nice. At the same time though, Huns, they will have a good eco for sure, can go on to water quite easily and can get a good boom. You have enough room for one spectator room with cam and one without? No. I will not have cameras in the spectator, not have a microphone in the living room. I'll guarantee you that. Sounds weird, but I want to give them at least some area to chill and sit back. And at the moment, I'm probably putting another couch into the caster area. And we will do interviews from there. Meet and greet, same location? No. I'm expecting double the amount of people for this version. So the location has to be bigger than last time. Last time we were like 80 to 100, and I wouldn't be super surprised if we make 200 for this time, because we have so much time. I'm a bigger deal in the German Age of Empires community. The Rocket Beans TV guys are more committed for the second episode now as well. So they will promote the meet and greet as well. I think it could get really big really quickly. 200 people in real life. As I said, last time we were 100, I believe. Why would Microsoft put money into this game? Because AoE2DE, AoE3DE, and Age of Empires 4 is coming. And if we have 20,000 people watching streams now, it's easier to transition to 1 million than if we have 300 people watching to transition to a million viewers. Any possibility that the final is in public space? Zero. Maybe you should sign some merch things to get some money. I did that once, and it cost me so much more to send to people, and yeah. In the end, I sold 6 t-shirts, or yeah, I did a raffle for 6 t-shirts with all the players signed when we were in China, and it cost me over $100 to ship 6 t-shirts around the world. Is it in Hamburg? Yes, it is. Jordan versus Viper, 10k viewers. Would be interesting. And them in the cup. Yeah, I know what you mean. But still, sending it around the world isn't it isn't that financially rewarding as you might think. Ah, it was a merch idea for the meet and greet. Ah, okay. Well, that's something different. Okay, Stark going for scouts. Finally, we will follow the game a bit. 5 villagers building here. That's quite a lot. At the same time, Whitecourt is going for the stable as well. Vault himself into a nice quiet area. And Stark already with the second pond. Something we don't see too often. That one is added so early on. Only 1 lumber camp, so efficiency will go down for sure. It's in Hamburg and it will take in February. NAC2, exclamation mark, NAC2 will help you out with all the info. Have you considered taking kidney from each player and selling it on the black market to make more money? I probably should, right? They're unhealthy nerds, right? Does it really have that much value? Playing quite randomly at the side. Some exams are in February. Well, there's always something somewhere. Doubt Sliver won't be worth anything. Yeah, potentially. Okay, going for point number 2. Here is Mr. Whitecourt. At the moment, KD 0-0. I'm trying to show you what's going on, but there's not much going on for now. Whitecourt only with 1 lumber camp as well. Surplus does not go into the prize pool. No. Surplus goes in my pocket. I did ask players that for NAC1, and they said they wanted to have a fixed prize pool and let me do all the money stuff. I offered them to share money, like if we get a surplus, that they get more, and if we don't reach the goal, then they will get less prize money, but flights always covered and food and hotel. And most people said no. Viper was the only one saying yes. And in the end, we had way more in donations last time than the actual cost, or not way more, but like 1,000 or 2,000 more. So it could have been nice for them for the prize pool, but yeah, they voted differently. Whitecourt will get the first kill of the game, number 3, but loses 2 scouts in exchange. That's not enough. Why does Doubt need to qualify and Jordan not? Jordan 5th, Doubt 6th. Jordan on time, Doubt late. Jordan casting great, Doubt trolling around. Jordan helping behind the scenes, Doubt smoking shisha. Just to name some stuff. Doubt casting was best, not according to overall feedback. It was great, but Jordan's casting was the most loved one. Really keep talking like this? No, I won't. Very open goals for our Whitecourt. That's why he needed to build a tower. Now we even have a blacksmith here. Is he trying to look into castle age? Yes, he does. Has a galley protecting that pond as well. And over here, lovely stuff. And both with this pretty solid eco on the water. Castle age transition is flying in now. And we see a transition into CA. Double archer range from Stark. Same time, it looks like Berbers will go for knights because we see a second stable here. Oh, interesting. And Stark, he is still pretty open. At 1922, that's a damn solid time for a scout start. How many will go to the cup? 6 invited players and 2 qualifier. And in addition to me as a caster, 4 more Memp, T90, Killer B, and ZeroEmpires. In the end, we'll be 13 people here. And I'm paying for all of them. I like a lot that Stark is pulling villagers away from farms. He has no need for more food at the moment and just needs massive amount of golds. 3rd archer range for him, 4th archer range from him. Hallelujah. Walling that side as well, and he will be completely walled. That's actually the time where WHitecourt should go heavily on stone and go for massive cam archers, but won't really work out. How does the husbandry trick work again? Oh, that's some secret that I should not have shared. Oh god, husbandry trick. Well, it was too complex for Jordan to understand. So, might be too complex to list everything now. Okay, full wall off here by Mr. Stark. Okay, 4 CA, massive amount here. Knights as well added. 1 TC, and oh, this will get tricky for sure. So what do we have? Camels for now. Husbandry and wheelbarrow boso as well. No Bodkin arrow for now. Will there be any special matches planned to raise money? I will do some promotion closer to it. I will stream like 80 games of NAC2-Qualifiers. So maybe that gives some people some initiative to donate as well. Just maybe. I won't do a 101 hour week, no. Last time I did 102 hours, so I need to go higher there. I'm sadly traveling 2 weeks before that. I'm going to the Bahamas. So I can't do the greatest of promotions that I want to. Initially I was planning with 4 consecutive 24-hour streams. All 4 weekends before that, but now I'm away 2, maybe even 3 of those weekends, so can't really do that. Broken Bahamas? Perhaps. If, say, Bactian Star Qualifier, the flight cost will be 3.5k for them alone. Have you taken that into consideration? I did an estimate. Yeah, so it might go up a bit more than 19.5 if I get like super expensive people, like 2 Brazilians. And if I get 2 Europeans, it might be cheaper. But for example, Nicov could be in Europe before the finals as well, and could go to Europe after the LAN event as well. So that could cost me like 200 euros. At the moment, it costs me like 950 euros. So there's a lot of variance potentially. Will the 2 winners of the qualifiers join the rest in the apartment? Yes, they will. So in the end, it will be 8 players here. Any luck finding sponsors so far? If I have any public information, I will let all of you know. Well, Brazilians and Asians have made it to the LAN. If you remember WSVG, if you remember the LAN Masters, the final showdown. So we already had Brazilians and Asians making it to 2 offline events earlier. And guess who was there to cast all the games? The one and only Mr. Hippo. Have you considered visa problems? No. We will have more than 6 weeks.
Yes, please.
We'll work for ice cream. Thank you so much. We will have more than 6 weeks time between qualifiers and NSC2 will start. So visa problems shouldn't really be there. Stark so good. Well, I should maybe focus a bit on the game. It feels like I'm showing you a lot. For example, that Stark is now going to the Imperial Age with 3 TCs, 16 fishing ship working for him. I did not see him tag drill nets though, so that might be a small hiccup. He also tagged for pikemen. I don't think he will do too much. Let's quickly see if he did drill nets, and I see it not being researched. So that's a small hiccup for sure. Who needs to be there? For example, Russian players or Brazilian players, I believe. And it's only 2 players. For example, TaToH won't need a visa. Every European player won't, like everyone from the Schengen room won't need a visa. It might be only with one guy really fighting for a visa. We'll see. Okay, WHitecourt finally with the defensive castle here, but he is quite far away from Imperial 8. So far 50 food, production is continuing. He's 10 villages ahead, more fish for him, nice amount of fishing trap, but simply the amount of camels has put him, yeah, far away from getting to the castle age. Getting to Imperial Age, my bad. No ballistic yet here, at least that's what it looked like. Oh, good, good mangonel hits here. Getting like 3 of those CA. And WHitecourt, what is his next step? Horse color, oh boy. That amount of farms. Oh boy, mangonel shots could be. I'm getting nervous. Ballistics, finally, for Stark. Archer engine amount is now up to 5. Maybe a second castle. Yes, indeed. And that's at a good spot. Let's take a look. Is he trying to snipe those CAs? The monks, I mean, with the CAs? He's also adding forging now. Only 1 barracks, though. Okay, cancelled forging. Going for bracer. Hill advantage. For WHitecourt. Oh, that will be 3 dead CA. Can they maybe eat the biggest mangonel shots ever? Era super clumped up. Now no attack for WHitecourt, but he will get up to him, and this is the closest game. WHitecourt, 20 population ahead. Those CAs won't do much. I said earlier, might be a good civ for WHitecourt villagers jumping into the tower, and TC could be a good job, and indeed, well, didn't lose a single one. Good job by him. And over here, that looks all somewhat bulletproof as well. Camel attack now at the front. Shouldn't really do too much either, though. Camels. And that's the 3rd castle. Now I only want to see massive amount of camel archers. OCAs, what can they do? 3 mangonels. They don't really want to run into those. Camel archers could do a lot of damage, but for now, no upgrades on those. Oh. Mangonel shots. We don't often see great mangonel shots against CAs, but with hill advantage and 3 of them, maybe could be something for us. Same time, I don't have a single siege workshop for you, and stone income isn't that high as well. This looks good for WHitecourt. If there's no doubt at NAC there will be minus 2k viewers, well then let's better hope that TaToH will qualify. Okay, siege workshops now here at the site. He has a lot of food. Where are his other gold spots? Okay, 1 here, 1 at the front. And where was his 3rd one? I don't even know. Going for that much stone. Heavy camels and +4 defense for WHitecourt. This is looking somewhat good for him. Mangonels, maybe. They get the hits in now. Oh boy, that was solid hits. That was a lot of HP going down. Camels now chasing down. Can they get the fight that they are dreaming of? Botkin arrow as well. Camel archer production continues, a leader of 2 castles. Still like the position of WHitecourt. Sees now all the siege workshops here as well. Extra gold found by Mr. Stark. Good for him. Siege rams. That could be a big move. For now, we have 4 of those. One mangonel alone won't be enough to stop those. The camels might help out. No heavy CA upgrade either for Stark this far. Starting to see going down, replacing it with the mill. Whitecourt, please don't lose it sloppily now. Don't lose camel after camel one by one. Ooh, small pause. Time to breathe. University. Have a university early on. No, okay. I think going with all those camels isn't the greatest thing. Okay, he's chasing it down. And, well, but why is he trying to go there? Oh, yo. Yeah, he's deep in enemy base now, but he will lose all his camels. He's killing a lot of those CA before the heavy CA upgrade, though. So that's not as bad as I thought. So Swanty pop ahead, continues to do something here, siege workshop around, and continues with his cheap camels for the Berbers. This is looking pretty solid for Whitecourt. And Stark, he is leading in score, but he is 25 pop behind. Still no access to gold at the moment. Okay, one spot over here and the extra gold spot. Whitecourt sees the right one, not the left one. And he continues with camel archers at the moment and continues with the camel production as well. Stark needed a small pause, trying to regroup. Whitecourt. Okay, no, Whitecourt needed a pause. I like the position of our Selenium player. Map control. That's the big sloppy thing from him, though. Allowing way too many gold spots at the site for Stark to allow himself potentially in a comeback. Yet another castle, so he's doing that pretty well. All of them on castles, protecting the big center area. Ballistics now, bracer. Those camel archers will just be incredibly deadly and will be tricky to have a good answer. Even there's too many villagers here, sends them to the front. Or maybe they just were repairing the trap and he just right clicked over there. Might have been an option as well. If only we had like 2 camel archers at the sides, would be so good and would put Whitecourt in a beautiful position. Not happening for now. Pop 192 though against Pop 150. We hear more fishing traps. Whitecourt, I like his game style and he's going for yet another attack. Military count 48 to 33. Trying to go back. Skirmishes obviously not helping out too well. Even sniping that? Monk, beautiful job. Rams going back as well. Elite camel archer. What does Whitecourt see? He knows about the gold spots. But he also sees the enemy going for skirms, so he must feel, okay, that is good, looking good for me. Forcing the enemy into skirms. There are clearly worse scenarios. And taking yet another engagement from that hill. Camel archer, such a beautiful unit. The cheap camels doing the job against all the rams at the same time. But Stark, he is doing fine with the skirmishes for now. Maybe adding in some hussars could have been a good option. Traps can now move forward if you ask me. Dropping down more and more population for both players. 160 to 200 still overall though. Camel production continues. +4 attack. Finally. Soon to finish for Whitecourt here. He lost a lot here though. All the camels going down. Yeah, he took a lot of HP from those rams. Even killed some. And finally, one camel to the left hand side. Seeing that, and that was pretty important to stop the big golden come for now for Stark. How are his resources looking? Absolutely at the limit, even mixing in some scouts here. Oh, that was just one running around. Still sitting with 2 castles for now. Camel archers still not elite. Now transition into elite Tarkans. Well, they will just die against the camels. You like butternut squash soup? I prefer Hokkaido as a pumpkin, but yeah, it's okay. Oh, actually, it's good, yeah. Very related question to the game. Love that. Get another TC. Pop 200 against 106. So we have Stark holding on to his dear life. Still no Camel Archer upgrades. I'm not even sure how much it costs. I believe like 1,000 wood, 500 gold or something like that. So I should have the resources technically. Only if I remember correctly. Let me quickly take a look. Whoa. What did he... Oh, I just switched the point of view. Okay. So we'll start with all the resources. More cap rams now, then siege rams. I don't see what Stark can do. It's just such a good unit. The Camel Archer. Camels before that. Raids over here at the left-hand side. And that's a lot of... God, Stark is just so good at spreading around. Remember, there were some arena games where he had lost his completely start base and had roughly 11 TCs or something rolling for him all around the maps, and he was able to get some comebacks. So he's a master of that for sure. It will be enough against such a superior civilization. No food for Stark. Well, he still has some fishing ship left, right? 16 maybe should go on to some more fish traps. Finally, that you see is going down. Population's very stable. Pop 200 against Pop 160. We've seen that for the last 5 minutes or something. Tarkan raid now from the side. Traps. This is just beautiful play by Stark. He's still in this one. He refuses to die, but now the castle is dying, and that means Whitecourt could jump on all those CA. Finally, the go against that could come, and that could mean that all those villagers are exposed, and indeed, Stark is tapping this out. Whitecourt on the scoreboard here. 1 win for him, and what a lovely one. Built a lot of camels, had all the aggression, leapfrogged his way forward with all the castles, and then Stark could never really come up with the composition. Maybe something like Halberdier Ram could have been better than staying on mass CA. Simply a unit that won't perform well against either Camel Archers or mass camels from the Berbers. But it was tricky either way. Berbers are strong, agreed, especially against Ansis. Was going for the scouts and going for a lot of walls. Wanted to transition into the long game, which, as I said earlier, is better for Berbers and WhiteCourt. He played it down beautifully, and a lot of people felt, yeah, like it's season 1 against 16. Should be an easy thing, but not with those crazy Chininian guys. Where are the brackets? Oh, where are the brackets? If only I knew where the brackets are. Need more games? Well, Water Lockman. After this, we instantly will have the next series of Melkor against Metal. Another best of 5 with other maps coming your way. Noisig, hello. Ah, raid the dogs with CA. That would have been a lovely play. Death picks. No more hunt, no more Berbers. I'm expecting Franks against Indians and Spanish against Slavs, in that order. Doubt had to give admin win. Doubt is still in the loser bracket, and he can also play qualifier number 2. Halbram Trickler. Yeah, that's what I would have suggested. Yeah, Tarkans aren't doing much either. I wonder if he will make it. Well, everyone is hoping he will, right? Viper is already qualified for this tournament. Nice shirt. It's a hoodie. Thanks. TaToH, hello. TaToH, I'm in a better mood today. If you wanted to join for Melkor against Metal after this series. Which Tiv is a Berbers counter? Potentially Incas. Potentially Mayans. If it's a closed map, Celts. Maybe Indians. Will be too late? Okay, understandable. So, do you try and mind game to get Spanish with Indians or Frank's fine? Well, Spanish against Indians isn't the greatest thing either. If you have the possibility to make 2 qualifiers, who would you invite to NAC2? I invited Yo, but he couldn't make it. So I initially planned with 7 invites and only 1 qualifier. Vietnamese aren't really counted to Berbers, no. Vikings, Italians versus Berbers. Okay, Genoese crossbowmen. I can see those working. Inca was the first thing I said, yeah. How will you buff Vietnamese? I think they need to be tested. I think they aren't that bad now with the buff that they got in the last patch. Indians is something I mentioned as well. I think open qualifiers are nice too. Hype the event too. Yeah. Why is Hart not playing? You better ask him himself. He gave me an answer that I don't really agree with. Yeah, let's ask him himself. Do you think that if 2 equal players play random, the game is lost for one just because of the tips? No. First of all, there are no equal players, and then there's also the map factor. Almost every day is something worthwhile watching. Yeah, for several reasons. First, NAC qualifiers, so we will have this basically close to every day for the next 3 months. And I'm trying to jump on the fact that the Viper is traveling and trying to get some people interested in me, myself, and my channel. So, yeah. I'm curious, what answer Hart give you? He wanted to auto in? As I said, ask him himself, why does Nicov not play? Nicov is directly invited as well. What do you think about fixed positions in team games? Long overdue. I made an argument years ago. People behind the scenes are trying to work on that. 800 on a Sunday evening is quite good now. Well, if I had Stark against Doubt, we would have 1.5k. You brighten my mood every day, Nili? Sick! I'm not even streaming every day. You must be watching my YouTube channel then, Glocken. Or maybe it lasts that long. Is there a drama between Nili and Tart? Zero drama. What is the next map? Acropolis. And there was a pause around 4 minutes, so I will quickly wait, see if there was a restart. But I think it's running as if it was no restart. Any more details on Viper's travel? What do you want to know? I can give you all the info. Where he is, what he's doing, who he's spending the time with. Yeah, I hear game sound. Ah! Okay, then let's jump into it, because someone heard game sound. Into game number 4, Whitecourt with a solid performance here in game number 3. Now still being in this. Definitely going to be high quality tournament. Well, the main cost
Yes.
Like 10k of it will be flying in 12 people plus food for 12 people plus you see they were thinking about restart. That was the small pause. 12 people flight, 12 people food, 12 people hotel will just be quite a lot of costs. Yeah. 4 or 5 will dead. Okay. Okay. Then he paused. I wanted to go for the restart, but did not happen. Whitecourt will play this start with a deficit. Maybe you should get only Germans to qualify. Well, there aren't any Germans that have any chances to qualify. Now I got interested. Tell me about Viper travel. Oh, Mr. PKZ. I think I will answer that privately. Oh, trying to block the boar? Interesting that you're coming at that very moment. Well, probably you are the kind of lurker, right? And probably have like 3 accounts and asking me questions like, oh, Nili, what do you think of Viper and his whole family? And Nili, I don't know the dates. Where is there any site I could be informed? And you're trying to test me if I promote AoE zone, right? You're that kind of guy. And then the other day I will say something about Viper and you're like, what did he say? Okay. Going to the woodline to the left hand side. Did not scout those extra boar. I'm almost PKZ. What? And Loom now. So that will be pop 21 for Stark WhiteCourt. Without Loom this far, so will be his pop 22. I'm also... okay. I'm gonna watch Venom. I would not know why. I think I haven't watched a superhero movie except Deadpool since... Spider-Man 1 with Tobey Maguire, I believe. Je suis PKZ. Did I watch any other one? Oh, I watched Justice League. No, is it Justice League? No. Suicide Squad. That was okay. And I watched the Dark Knight. So yeah, I watched 3 superhero movies.
Oui.
Plus Deadpool, which is, I believe, an untypical one. Any chances of beardless Nili? I wouldn't really know why. Do you give me any incentive for beardless Nili? Suicide Squad, okay. Did you like Deadpool? Loved it. Very much my kind of humor. Very sexist and racist. I love that. WhiteCourt moving in here. Will he save that? 27 HP, 3 more minutes. Okay, I'm back. Eric somewhat late. Now the scout around and WhiteCourt will chase that back. Building the stable again with 4 villagers. He built the last game, built it with 5. That's just weird for me. Stable on both sides. What do you think? A unit like Camel Scout for Indian and Feudal instead of normal Scout? Why? Why? For now, Yair with more kills than both of the players combined. Interesting positioning by here. The scout, is he trying to get the forward tower? Not yet. No villagers moving here toward the wood line, but that means a lot of idle villagers at the moment. That's just weird. Look at that. Still 2 idle. Okay, 1 last idle. Same time, finally some engagement here. And that's a good 3v1 fight. We'll get 1 kill. Moment WhiteCourt 0. Oh well, that's nah, I can't really make that into a good one now. WHitecourt 0. Dark 1. Gaia 1. Or something like that, I wanted to say. Well, mess it up. First Blood. I did one stream with the YouTube open as well. And always played First Blood when a unit died. But it's a lot of tabbing. Maybe I bought a stream deck as well. Maybe that I press a key in the future. And we have also some fail music or something. That would be nice. Maybe like Mem screaming Titanic or something of the stuff. Okay, finally WHitecourt chasing that back. Oh god, unfortunate with the wolf here chasing down, and same time took a reasonable fight here with his spearman helping out. Not too many wins going on at the moment. Stark 2 villages ahead, 2 military behind. First goal transition now for our rank player. At the same time, goal transition as well from our Indian player from Brazil. We watch Killer B stream, Nili. He has lots of sound effects. Okay. Haven't done that in quite some time, I believe. Yeah. Can't watch too many other streams. You have to remember that, like, I'm doing ZeroEmpires stuff, like, basically every day, full time, and then also, like, in my free time to watch other stream. Not always finding the time for that. Sometimes I'm watching the top players to learn something. Sometimes I watch Stout. What can a Frank player do against Indians in Castle? Pikes and Siege? Pikes and Siege is a good option. Crossbowman if you're a crazy dude. But I think Pikeman is the go-to approach here. Maybe if he goes heavily in stone, can make something happen with Axeman as well. Then Indians could also transition into Crossbowman. What exactly are you doing for a living? Depends on who asked. If you are a hot early 20 girl, I'm a professional poker player and used to be a primary school teacher, and now am a professional sports commentator. If you are on this channel, I'd say you see what I'm doing. If you are my mother, I'd say I'm still working as a primary school teacher, and it's what I always dreamt of. And I'm still not taking any drugs, not drinking alcohol, and always going to bed early. And saving myself for the right girl. And if you are a tax guy, I'd say I'm unemployed.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry pants. Okay, we had some engagements here, some villagers going down, but all the scouts going down as well. I feel like WHitecourt could have produced some more spearmen, and also the over chopping obviously didn't really help out. So he's down by 5 villagers now, military behind as well. He has solid resources to click up pretty soon, but we see on the other side Stark as well. So he's in a pretty good spot. And he indeed will go for the pikeman aggression in Castle Age. Double stable even from Stark. Went on extra scouts or something. Did do bloodlines as well, and therefore had the advantage. Minola. This session we still talk in English. Tomorrow will be German Day, as you all know it and love it, and then we will speak German with all your lovely fellas. Maybe because he is Nili's mom. My dad is actually a subscriber here. This Nick is Nili's boss. And he's really proud that he came up with such a creative name. Oh, and that wasn't quick wall enough here. What was that? Thought like everything was done. But, okay, one scout squeezed through. And now we have start seeing everything. Guys, this session will be in English. And if you keep spamming in German, we will start with the ban hammer. Or timeout hammer. But we will... Before that, ban Killer Princess. With messages that I will reread after the stream ends, but during the stream, that was a bit distracting for me. German accent sounds kind of great. You're welcome. Today I put on my very heavy accent even. Okay, what is Stark up to now? We have Pikeman, we have Lightcav and Husbandry. Why did he add so many scouts here? And triple stable? Uh-oh. Whitecourt is in a perfect position. Now, I would love to see him send 1 or 2 villagers to the front and pressure with siege against the gold, against the wood line. Because mass Pikeman at the moment, Stark won't be able to take any fights. I think he needs to transition. Oh, Wall looking pretty clever as well. Is trying to go for it now. Even adding 1 or 2 knights could be nice. Goes for the palisade gate here. Villager should save herself. Those are the 2 villagers, I believe, that are going over here. At the same time, he's running into the TC. Not too much going too well for him at the moment. 8 villagers down as well. Military in his favor, but mobility clearly on the side for Stark. And villager count, this will drop even further. Now 10 villagers ahead and more will die. This is just sloppy play. Why didn't he wall earlier? When he moved out, he needed to wall this. Those light caps are doing so much damage. I didn't see that coming. And suddenly 30 to 45 villagers from here on. Stark only needs to hold this. And extra TC at the front. Whitecourt is in a world of trouble. That was just sloppy. So many villagers going down. Didn't pull them at all. Pikeman just too late as well. You enjoy wine as well, or only beer? Probably beer over wine, especially like red wine is often way too dry for me. Probably white wine over red wine as well. Okay, Whitecourt. He still has 1 trap card in his sleeve and might go for the castle push. I think I don't see a I see a castle spot here. He could fit in a castle. That could be a nice one. Mass pikemen and get that castle up. Please don't tell me he's building it on the flat ground. He should know he's heavily down in villagers. He needs to do major damage. Please don't build it too defensively. If you lose it if you lose the game while building the castle, so be it. But it's just, oh god, look at that! Stark! 57 villagers already on the way to him. He will try to go for hand cannoneers. And the castle spot indeed is coming up. Let's take a look. Stark, he has 0 stone. He cannot build a defensive castle. Does he have a market? No, no market yet. Not rushing anything out. And you know, guys, you only have 1 main gold spot. And Stark only sees it now. This is good for Whitecourt. He still has a shot in this one. That will be Stark without gold. Could maybe go for the side here, but Whitecourt is scouting that as well. Beautiful job. Pikeman somewhat intercepted. That's blocked as well. Oi. Stark. Congratulations, you're on the way to him. But what is he doing with that? Maybe mass light cap. Look at all those low HP on those light cap. Hui. Yeah, I still have that wine glass. And another castle. And for that stone, does Whitecourt have any idea about that stone? Yes, he does. Next castle coming up. This is still interesting, guys. Stark, will he get a castle up? He's heavily on stone. Where is he putting a stone? Goes for CA now. Okay. Oh, village actually killed that one. Somewhat of a sloppy eco here at home for either villagers. Push continues though. Went towards Imperial Age with that main TC. Still no gold here. That's the only spot. And Whitecourt. That's what he was sloppy on in game number 3 as well. It was the extra control of the extra gold spot. He should know. Controlling this means his enemy has to expand to the tides. And he scouted that. How is he not going for it? How is he not blocking that gold? That's just... I have to call it sloppy. Now start to him. First upgrade probably... Oh, I want to say chemistry for hand cannoneers. But might also be bracer. Oh, fletching! Okay, well we are playing in a different league here. Lots of vital villagers. 17 of them. Okay. That knight might deny those villagers from coming over as forging. So 4 hits per villager could be fine for him. Camel, is he coming over to protect? Seems like yes. Now the castle, and that castle is defensive enough. 2 traps, or 1 trap alone. And start the attack against Whitecourt, who's 20 villagers behind. Only got 1 villager here at the site. Now he's trying to wall this off and sees, oh god, I cannot wall this off. Maybe another castle. And he's already sending villagers around. Where's the army of Mr. Stark? He needs to go for CA, lost the 2 villagers here. Mangonel now pressuring that gold spot. I think he still should have walled this. Because now those 15 villagers, make it 16 villagers, can just run to the left hand side again. Just wall this, and if it's even only palisade wall, he could have trapped all those and could have evened out the overall villager count. And now they will just get home. Let's take a look. Maybe 2 Mangonels can get some solid shots off. No, not for now. They're going for the ground attacks. Okay, 1. Oh, now they're grouping up. Oh, yo, yo, yo. Oi, yo, 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 yo. Oh, those are some solid shots. Botkin arrow now. Oh, the CA. Okay, a lot of villagers still died. Oh. Okay for me. And 4 camels dying as well. And only killed 1 X-Men and I believe 1 Mangonel. Now having that gold though, running over here. You see Whitecourt with the scouting at the right hand side. What is that attack about? Oh, Stark. Well, he only scouted the map. And he has just so much more vision of the map here as it seems. We compare that to Mr. Whitecourt. Well, he scouted pretty similar. Just a bit more efficient. A big attack here, Stark. Still without bracer. Mangonels could maybe do something. Traps could also go down. We will take a close look at that. 2 traps very exposed. Mangonels could get good shots off. Pikeman chasing all that away. Will we see Mangonel die? Not really. Good clear up here. Buying himself a bit more time. Villager difference at 12. And a lot of map control for our Chilean player. This is still an interesting game. Oh, but the castle went down anyways. That was unfortunate. For Whitecourt. I thought he'd save it. Oof. Okay, but now it's time for revenge. It's time for the CA. They should be able to do a lot of damage. Whitecourt, no chance of chasing that down properly. Only one castle for him. How are his resources looking? Not too great. At the moment, 3 TC is only running for him as well. Continues with knights. No more pikemen. But then knights. We already saw Stark. I believe he has 3 stables. Yes. So, camel transition should be pretty easy for him as well. Already sending the villagers into the TC. Was expecting the go here. And oh, that's a nice sneak attack on Stark. That castle should not go up. Whitecourt, does he see it? No, he does not for now. Should he maybe send some to the right hand side? Oh god, it's out of vision. He sees one villager. Oh boy. And he will kill all those villagers. So that's denied as well. Suddenly, more population for Whitecourt. Still Castle Age against Imp. Castle denied though. Oi, 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 oi. We can go over here. Stark was in a fine spot. What do we see? Whitecourt, he should know about that as well. Maybe kill the castle first. No vision of that gold, and oh god, no idea about the TC either. Another mangonel goes for ram attack and massive amount of knights. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Defensive castle to protect this. Okay, well, seems like he was fearing a raid very heavily there. Castle went down. No cancel here. Look at that, 44 stone. It was destroyed. That was sloppy by Stark as well. Oi, oi, oi. 4 mangonels now. Let's take a look. Can they get some good ground attacks in? Oh, with Brazier, this will get really tricky. One single light cap is doing a lot as well. Pikeman out of position. Got one solid ground attack in. And yeah, that was the kill. And now CA, they should just toy with the army here of Mr. Whitecourt. Where are the knights? Still at home. That's not really running. Idle villagers 20 and 8. People, they are playing at their limit. Maybe some nice trap. Not really coming in. Oh, and Whitecourt, he needs to fight this. Why is he running? That just means he loses everything without dealing any damage. Oh, that's just sloppy. What was his plan? Okay, well, he will get home with... What is it? 6 units before the mangonel arrive? 4 units, okay. And GG. Ah! Felt like he had a shot there. Mr. Whitecourt. Good series. Anyways, that was a longer series than we expected. I'm happy with that series for sure. Whitecourt showed some great gameplay. That one wall off was desperately needed, and then he made the nice push. Stark, I believe, weird idea rushing to him there, but well, he was ahead far enough there. And if you like that, you will enjoy it even more. That we will have another series coming your way now. It will be Metal against Melkor. Next, we will take a 3-4 minute break. I will change all the overlay stuffs and then we will be ready. I will give you some song of my people.
let's do a medley of our hits.
Holzer. Fisky muffer, Gagnus muffer, faith in my number muffer.
Erectus.
Faith in my number muffer, Gagnus muffer, fisky muffer.
Erectus.
Fight! Fight! Golden.
Ready on. Red kit. Red kit. Ready on. Red kit. Red kit. Red kit. Red kit. Ready on. Red kit.
Those idiots used the wrong map. I upload a map pack that's called NAC, and they're playing an NAC tournament. Why don't they use the map? Magic up in. Thanks. What's up, hippo lovers? We are here in round number 2. In the loser brackets, we'll have Metal against Melkor fighting it off. If you feel like, oh, I didn't see the match of Metal yet, well, he only played one game against ACCM, then it was too laggy for him, and he felt he didn't want to continue to play. And at the same day, he even played his second round against Melkor. The games are going live at the moment, but we were a bit late, so we will kind of cast the Rex at the same time as the games are going on, just with a tiny bit of delay. And whoever loses this is out. No more chance to qualify, at least in qualifier number 1. The winner will continue, and we have new maps for you guys. New round, new luck, and therefore the draft is a bit different than it usually is. So, oops, what did I just do there? Civ picks. Here. We have El Dorado, Rift Island, Prairie, Regicide Fortress, and Arabia for you, and that's why we have a bit of different civilizations, seeing Vikings, seeing Khmer, something we didn't see before, and this time it feels like Italians. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for that, and let's just jump into the game, shall we? And yeah, guys, I'm not happy because I obviously did create a map pack, and they ignored that and are playing the right map but the wrong version. We were seeing El Dorado. It is a map where we have deep fish in the water, and people apparently don't want to build houses and didn't want to call restarts either. So Matthias without a house, oh god. Perfect starts for both here. And we will see Mayan against Khmer on this map. And the special thing about this map is we have very limited amount of gold and stone in this version. Normally in the map pack you have 2 tiles of gold, 2 tiles of stone. Here they have nothing, and we are fighting therefore for the whole middle, and it's visible at all times if you don't have any units there. And on this version we have water at the edges. Don't get too used to that. Everyone else will hopefully play with the right version, and we won't have any water because this is normally all land-based. But let's see how they will play it out. They kind of seem to be agreeing on that. And Metal, okay, he won't get housed a second time. Oh, those arena clowns. The map looks cool. Yeah, I like it as well. It always has fast starts, and fighting for the middle is absolutely crucial. You could go for some maybe crazy attacks, but I think Metal, without the possibility for scouts, might be in some trouble here. At Mayans, oh, if he ever gets onto gold, is obviously in the dream scenario. Take a look at Khmer. You don't need a second building, which might be sometimes the problem on this map. That you feel like, okay, where do I place my mill, because there aren't really any berries. And he won't have that problem this time, and can go for an early stable as well. So they agreed into no lame rule. Good friends. Doesn't really make a lot of sense because it's a big tournament, but maybe both playing more for their fans. Is this losing bracket? Well, it says loser bracket at the title, right? And oh well, I could change the title on stream here as well. Namely, it is Metal versus Melkor. And it's a NAC2-Qualifier loser bracket. And we'll see how it plays out. Metal, did he not see those sheep? He did, but didn't go for it. And he has a lot of map vision in this, or started one time around the center area. Not going for the boars yet. Prefers the great fish, which is even faster than any other food income you could probably potentially go for. Normally you only have 2 of those deep fish. This version apparently you have 3. Ay. We'll see how this will all play out for both of them and how they're approaching this game. Mill now at the side tries to go for some shellfish. No one really going for any water approach. And Matthias, he is clicking up with pop 18, 8:30 timing here from him, and he won't need a barracks. That will be very early scouts from him. Let's see how Metal can defend against that. For now, he will at least play pop 20. Most likely that will be pop 20 overall. Lovely build up from Matthias, for now at least. Well, to barracks won't have gold around his TC, and Matthias, he will have a good intel if Metal is going for the gold, because as we said earlier, visible at all times. Doesn't have a single unit here, and soon he will see at least an eagle and a villager soon as well. We have pop 21 from Metal. Oh, what is Matthias going for? Tries to take a good look into the TC. Now runs away. And villagers sneaking here. Matthias, he is running around or away from that center area. Does not want to show his villagers. 2 on gold here, and those can just move in. Build a tower, and no more gold income for Metal. I think Melkor should be in a good spot here. Mr. Matthias. Building a stable first now, though. And that should not be easily stopped. Tries to fight against the villager. First tower. No potential reaction against that. Okay, sends a lot of villagers now. Oh god, this is going to be a very aggressive game number 1. 2 militia. Could go for a third one. Can't really upgrade for now. 2 more villagers, so that will be 7 aggressive villagers here by Matthias. Why is he still not building a tower? What is going on here? Okay, finally he is. Now builds a beautiful mining camp. 1 tile away from gold and stone. Absolutely love that one. Could have maybe been a bit more protective. And now we see Metal going for the attack here. Villager is being pulled back. I have no idea why there. And it feels like both towers might go up. No access to stone for both for now. And the drush completely down. Now I think, yeah, sending in villagers against the tower should be the option. Metal, what are you doing? He's just going back. He will lose the tower. Okay, 2 scouts around as well. Let's take a look what they are doing. For now, HP on the tower so much better. It's important that he keeps on shooting on the tower though. Does not really want to go for the mining camp. Okay, that looks good for Matthias here if you ask me. Both with the same population. HP on the towers 500 to 700. No repairs on either side. Spearman sniped down, and that looks very good for Matthias, who is even sending more villagers than before. Gold and stone control now completely for Matthias. Villager count even as well. Lovely game by him. Obviously Eco completely in shambles at the same time. Needed to micro a lot there, and what's that? 12 aggressive villagers. Okay, Metal, he goes for lumber camp now. And from now on, his only options are spearmen. I don't understand the Mayans pick. Well, maybe he felt, okay, I will control the center early and then I can go for massive amount of eagles. And if he doesn't control the center, it's looking pretty good for me. But he never got into that situation. Khmer, probably pretty nice pick here with that early uptime that Matthias was able to get for himself. Eco pretty shaky in the back. 1 more villager at the moment for Metal. You still can go for 1 boar as well. Man, Eco, just so nice. 250 stone. Do we see continued tower rush, or what's the go-to strategy for Matthias? Sending more villagers back. He could give up already. Isn't that what these professionals do that early? Not really. Well, he's 1 villager ahead. And Matthias has a lot of villagers like in a position where they can't do much for now, right? They still can go for the walls and a market and send some resources over. We'll get the wall off, and you see, TaToH, he could still throw this one. He builds some bad towers now and loses all his scouts. Okay, at least one tower. Moment. Metal, no chance to defend that though. And now Hera around here as well. As it's not over. Because there's a lot of idle villagers for sure. Mining stone and now building more towers. Still had another solid woodline in the back, so losing that one isn't the end of the world. Finally loses all his scouts, and that means those villagers can't go crazy here. Not walling his own tower, and now goes for the big attack. A bit weird that he isn't trying to wall himself in a bit more. I think that could have been a better option. Another scout is coming over. I believe that scout makes 0 sense. Against mass spearmen and villagers already out. Now the tower. Give me some quick gates around here as well. Goes for fish now. Don't get too used to that look. It will not happen again. I will tell them that that was the wrong map, and I'm assuming that in the next rounds people will play the right map. TaToH should go back and boom with having the middle. Sounds reasonable to me. Oh, now he will do a nice trick. We'll try to get the 50 remaining wood, and then we'll try to continue his tower rush here. 24 more wood left. Builds an outpost. Does not want to get surprised from any side here. Loses his scouts somewhat as we were expecting. Rush continues. With metal now on the way to Castle Age. Just needs to wait for the second building, and that's a solid timing. Still no golden come for him though. Builds another market. Okay. What is he going for after that? Not a single farmer working for him. It built yet another mill. And we'll build another mill. Weird. That a fishing ship. Maybe go super crazy and sell all his wood. Try to get a castle up or something. Maybe he can just rush. Like 2 towers up. Buy 200 stone. You can afford 2 towers for that. Some spearmen go. And still TaToH, he's far away from Castle Age. 100 food at the moment in the bank. Not a single farm working for him. Yeah, fishing ship. Fishing ships are pretty nice for him. Outpost scouting that, and he sees that villagers are now coming over. What does that tell him? Pulls the villager back. Oh no, it's just getting attacked. Now he pulls it back. So he should know about the potential threat, and that's why he's building another tower. Maybe even a bit too open, if you ask me. Needs to go for some quick walls here, TaToH. That sloppy play, give me... Okay, palisade walls are fine for me for now. And more villagers over. Really wants to defend that metal. Building a dock now. We weren't really going for any fire galleys just yet. Outplaying today? No. Double blacksmith is legit. One for now. The next tower, that one is not walled though. How much stone does he have? Only 27. Does he really want to take an engagement here? Needs to repair. No villagers on stone at the moment. That tower might go down quite quickly. Uh-oh. Metal, he can still do it. Pikeman upgrade now as well. More villagers coming over. He wants to fight this. What is this crazy game? Now he's out of stone to repair. He needs to fight off against all the pikemen now. It's a random farm. And this tower will go down. Guys, metal can still make this happen. TaToH bought 100 stone, but a little bit too late. He has a market working for him now. Maybe buy another 100 stone. How's the price at the moment? At 174. Chief wood and food already sold quite a bit. And, well, TaToH's eco is just absolutely horrible. 19 villagers here doing nothing. Villagers getting gold. That isn't really helping at the moment. And he's losing more at the front here. Those pikemen, I think they should get the forging upgrade. Do you not afford it? And what are those doing? Oh god, the eco of Matthews isn't good. What do we see now? Siege Workshop. This is a crazy game. Oh boy, and that's why I have those crazy maps in the map pool. Because sometimes we get games like this. Okay, next try is pretty similar place for that tower. It will go up, and this time the pikemen already. Well, some are hurt for sure, and the tower is a bit more walled, so might be better. And no villagers around, which really took down that tower so nicely. Battle. What is he going for? A mangonel now. Mangonel pikemen. Military count 10-0. Idle villagers 18 at the moment. And that's not including like random villagers walking around. And aren't I? Oh, look at that. Oh, what a scrappy game that is. Crazy, crazy game number 1. Out of 5 on this best of 5 series. No one really attacking on water just yet. Goes for another barracks. Maybe a raid with 2 pikemen could be something as well. Another tower. Why directly next to it? No, you need to do it 1 tile away. Whitecourt, by the way. Well, we addressed that earlier. You don't need to build a mill. You don't need to build a stable. So you're saving 275 wood. And your transition is just so smooth. And he could go up pop 18. Okay, Mangonel's now going around trying to get the TC up. If he gets that TC up, it might be game over. Because that's what Matthews needs to prevent. Now sends in villagers against the Mangonels, but it's 2 Mangonels and they're getting repaired as well. Maybe some more defensive towers are desperately needed here. Let's take a look. It's 4 villagers working, trying to get that one up. At the moment, why is he not mauling in the villagers, trying to get some towers up, chasing down that Mangonel? Oh, TC is at 60% at the moment. This is pretty important that the TTC isn't going up. Why is he chasing the Mangonel with all the villagers? He needs to go for the villagers of metal as well. Otherwise the TTC is going up. And then he is just controlling too much of the center. I believe that's indeed what's happening. Metal, I think that's the chance for the comeback. Matthews, he should not let this happen. Military count 15 to -1. And that TTC will just kill everything now. Towers out of position. Matthews 200 food, or 300 food, 200 gold. I think Metal did it. Sending all the pikemen into the TC as well. The tower will go down. And what are the bonuses for Matthews? Fishing ship? That's the only thing at the moment. Oh boy. Oh, down even too many pikemen and villagers in the TC, so the villagers ungarrisoned. And at the same time, great wood and food eco. This is Metal's game, guys. Even getting a Mangonel now. Oh god, should really not die to the tower. Sending a villager out, trying to go for the repair. Good job here. I think Metal got it. Could go for some eagles as well. 3 eagles could just clear the whole wood line. But he is fine. Mining camp. Not even needed if you ask me. But yeah, now finally gold income. The only thing that was limiting him earlier. I even heard a monastery. This guy's crazy. How can you go monks on this map if you have 0 gold control? Oh, killing 2 of his own pikemen here. Another tower of Matthews who's desperately trying to hold on to this. I think Metal, oh god, killing yet again 2 of his pikemen. But killed 1 villager this time. Oh, what a great game. Pop 70 to pop 40 now. Finally, oh, Matthews on the way to Castle Age. Casual 33-minute Castle Age here. Pop 32. Completely open eco in the back. Fishing ships are the only thing that are really carrying him at the moment. Towers, can they maybe snipe the Mangonel? 17 HP here, but is getting out of danger zone. Gold control and stone control, still better for Matthews. He has a lot of villagers in the center. Maybe he can still make something happen. Maybe a castle could be deadly. But villagers are just so idle. And double the villager count now for metal. He even added TC. It's only 2. On the hunt for more relics. Even redocking here at the site, Mr. Metal. Oh god, Matthias is sending more villagers over. Oh, wants to get... I think he wants to get that castle up. Everything on stone at the moment. Market price, wood at 22 only. Stone at 179. That's, what is that? 800 wood for 100 stone? That won't really work. And 3 mangonels. I think the castle won't even go up. Now loses more villagers here at the front, or will he? Okay, reaches castle edge. Builds a defensive siege workshop. Also, a single eagle would just kill him. And now more barracks from metal as well, who has full gold control at the moment. And full gold control, it feels weird to say it because it's only like, well, it's enough villagers for sure. Towers, well, they will kill at least 1 mangonel here, and now another TC from metal. He is really going for it. And that's what I said, I didn't want to see the towers together because the splash damage could be real, but for now the repair against the mangonels has to be real. Before that, another monastery being built. Relics still not picked up. Villager count 29 to 73. Nearly a boy. Oh, metal. Should have fun in this one. And Matthias, he tries to be creative. How is his stone looking? 140 for now. Did some repair. Is happy over every single mangonel kill. But no way, I'll say. Okay, another tower. But that's just too much gold and stone control, honestly. I can't lose this. Vodka arrow finished for Matthias. I'll take a look at the stone count, maybe. 73. Ah, it's tricky to engage now. For metal. All those towers. Oh. Mangonel at the side. Oh, Rama at the side, I mean. I was not doing too much. Another siege workshop from battle. Okay. No reaction to that. Ram now sends over some villagers trying to fight this down. Surprising to me that no one went for a single fire galley. Also, and horse color now from metal. Villager count 33 to 83. Score only 4k to 3k, so it feels like Matthias has a chance here, but honestly, like, wow, what needs to happen? But he has a chance here. I don't see the winning condition. How has metal not ended this? Well, it's not really easy to end it, right? Against all those towers. It just, he's just not losing eco at home. That's his way of not losing the game. But now he's building a castle. A good one as well. Yeah, it's not ending the game, but it's just securing himself all the gold, all the stone. He knows he has to be ahead in villagers. He's getting some more hits over here. Locha Gale, thanks for the 6th month. Now goes for fletching. It feels like, yeah, he's not really finishing it, but I think it's the right approach. That's the question when metal will, when Matthias will realize that there's no more chance, and he is behind 29 to 90 villagers. Maybe he feels okay. I still have some center control. Maybe if I can get some more towers up, and I'm killing villagers over here. But no, you are not. Well, yeah, you're having some center control. Yeah, you're having some mangonels that are getting kills in. Right now we have Plumed Archer transition even. And did I hear more monasteries? No, I was just clicking at that several times. Okay, what is Matthias up to? More villagers here. Doesn't even have a single military building at the moment, except that siege workshop. Goes on stone over here. Solid eco at home. Compare that to this beautiful eco of metal. How is he making that happen? Sick. He's selling food. What is he up to? Don't tell me he's going for a third mangonel. That sneaky guy. Okay, now he's buying more stone. Another tower. Okay, expensive here. Eagle warrior upgrade. Ah, guys. We all know that this game cannot be turned anymore. But, well, let's see. Maybe we'll see some more funny moments. Maybe Matthias, after he resigns, realizes, okay, this guy had a not very comparable eco. Castle now with the 10 range, doing a lot of damage as well. And Matthias finally taps out and frees us from continuing to spec this game. Metal, after losing the center so early on with a nice defense, nice market abuse, saved this all and yeah, came back with the sneak around, went over here, went around barracks and siege workshop, and then got the TC up over here with mass pikemen. Sweet, sweet stuff. Maybe some more walls over here were needed for Matthias with this tower and achievements. Still pretty solid KD for Matthias, but he lost mainly towers. And yeah, just compare wood eco 6k to 16k, 6k to 10k in food. Gold, metal was ahead there as well. Highest villager 62 for Matthias at one point. And that was including fishing ship, which obviously weren't that efficient anymore. Imagine metal qualifying for NAC. That would be sick, wouldn't it? Okay, then let's take a look at the remaining tip. So next one will be Rift Island, a map that we haven't seen a lot of on 1v1s. We have no more Marians and no more Khmer. Rift Islands and Prairie afterwards. Ah, good stuff. There's American in Nili's apartment. Probably yes. Robo was he already? Zach, no, Killer B, Killer B. Yeah, I knew T9 wasn't the first one. Killer B was the first one. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Rift Island. I'm excited for that. Out of the troll as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no, I made a resolution that I won't sing along to music anymore because I'm delaying my voice and it always sounds terrible because I'm doing it like kind of in sync with the music, but because of the delay it just sounds terrible. Let me quickly get the last zip of sugar water for this evening for me, and then we will be back with game number 2. I already loaded up. Have you any poker streams planned coming weeks? No, I will never do poker streams again. The last poker streams I did, I couldn't really take how people handled me winning money on stream. I had a lot of bad reactions to it, so I will never do anything with poker again. At least when it came to like money tournaments, I might still do something against like T90, TaToH, Viper, Spring or something. It wasn't chat only, it was like my chat, chat for others, Twitter, personal messages, AOE zone. Was just, yeah, it went not too nice on all fronts. How much money did you win? A lot. Who's your favorite player? K-Cap. Okay, let's jump into game number 2 here on Rift Island. Something that we haven't seen really on 1v1 on a competitive level. Matthias is playing Vikings. Pretty strong civilization if we can get for the long game. For everyone who doesn't know this map, shame on you, didn't watch a lot of ECL. We are seeing all this deer or zebra in the center, and this is all accessible for all the water units as well. So could go there with some demos, could go there with galleys as well, and could also try to kill a rhino with a TC. Who are those 1500s playing my tournaments? Jeez. Okay, well, I'm so dead. Okay, at least the 1500s realize when they screw up. And yeah, so docking at the edges is an option to get some fish, and then go for the center and help out on land is a good option. 1500 offended. See, there's 6 on wood here. That's a bit surprising to me. 2 villagers ahead even. Or maybe that was even 2.5 villagers. So trouser banana. Make sure to always be light on this chat. This is a happy hippo chat, not an insulting hippo chat. Any notes to Ross's hype? Wait. It's a rule 5 tiles accessible for 5 faces? Yeah, it is accessible. It's not bug gold. How is Matthias